Okay, we'll just move that out of the way. So today we're going to do something a little bit different, but not that different. It's going to be kind of Lego. It is fake Lego time, but I'm just moving things around. It's fake Technic robotic Lego. So that should be fun. I got this quite cheap, and I went back to get some more of them, and unfortunately I missed out on getting. I was going to buy a whole bunch, but I got 2 of them, so I've got another one of these. They did come in a box, but I've thrown the box away for one of them. So these are some of the parts that come with it. So it's kind of like, you know, pretend Lego. It hasn't got the logo on the thing, but other than that, it's mostly similar. So you notice that it's a little bit like rotates around a bit. So I've got some other fake Lego motors, and they had a problem that the opposite problem to what this one has, which is they had no grip on the this thing here, so you couldn't just put the axle in like that. You had to actually do a sort of you can use them, you just have to build it so that they're held in place by the construction on the outside. Hard to show right now, but it makes sense. So this one has a lot more clutch power than the standard Lego, so that's a bit different. Maybe that's because this might be an actual Lego piece, and it's more designed for its own thing. So we're going to get out the little container. It comes with like a Wi-Fi version of the bits and pieces, but first off we're going to need these things. So those are the little parts. It doesn't look like it's going to be that complicated. It's got little rubber feet for the tracks, and there's a big bag of tracks. But we don't need those 2 things, I think, today, so we won't open those, but we will need those ones, and they can go in the container. There's the other motor, which I haven't taken out of this bag. There's the controller, which is not a Wi-Fi one as such, but it's a this bag is hard to open. It's a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, which is really a step up, I think, from the infrared one. I don't think I'm going to be able to get. Well, just keep that bag over the side. Everything's falling apart over here. A step up from the infrared version that you get with the old Lego, this is kind of like what I think. I really wish that they had done with the powered up, the new one. Like, I noticed people were mentioning it, like, because they've sort of like stopped supporting. Gosh, this is fast, isn't it? Wait, is this actually the first page? What, is this the very first? There's only one book. Okay, this is going to be exciting. That with the new style powered up Lego and with the hidden whatever it's called, the hidden whatchamacallit, that I never got a single one of. That has, sorry, this is a very noisy video. That has, oh my gosh, bits of hair everywhere. That has an app, and the app's just basically being, you know, it's going to be retired at some point. And I think that's a little bit of a concern, but not a huge concern, because I'm sure they'll. Are these all the same length? No, they aren't the same length. So this is a bit rotten. I don't know which is the one I'm supposed to use. Well, those are all that length, kind of. Oh, there's 3 different lengths. Well, I can assume that this is a 13 length long one, or it says 13. I'm wondering if actually they should take these little wheels out, put them here. yeah, that, you know, there's always a worry with an app thing is that the app will no longer be supported, and then you'll have all these electronic devices that you can't actually use anymore. Like I've got some other electronic devices, and you know, you can't get the app in the app stores anymore, and the only reason I can still use them is because I got the app on my device before they removed it from the app store. And you know, that's not too good. Like I think Lego, they did basically not open source, but they gave away the pardon me, you could get the information on the protocols for how the actual infrared remote works. So you could, you know, make your own device to be a controller, for example, for that. So you would assume that, you know, at the end of line for these things, they would make it publicly available. But then again, have they really done that for other things, like the older Mindstorms? I think they're still just being reverse engineered. And alright, so I'm going to hold it like this, but yeah, who knows. Alright, and that one goes there, and then we need the motor, which is here. So this is look, we've got the motor on already. I don't think this is going to be too hard. This feels like it's like the same level of complexity as the basic Mindstorms motor in the EV3 series that comes, the little booklet that comes with if you've got an EV3, and who doesn't? I mean, who doesn't have one of those? Then it comes with an actual printed manual that gives you one like tank model vehicle, and it feels like this is going to be of similar complexity. The pieces are not 100% the best fake Lego. They've got a distinctive, not quite. They've got a, like, they feel like they're pretty. They'll do the job fine, but they don't feel like they're quite the same as authentic Lego. Alright, especially these ones here. This piece here doesn't not feel too grand. And then that one goes there. And we put another one over here. And I don't know, does this piece actually exist in the Lego world? Like this thing with the pins on the end? Because, to be honest, that's actually quite a useful piece, if you think about it. I've never seen that in real Lego. And so we're not going to jump to conclusions there and just chuck that on. Oh gosh, we have to put more of those. Probably should have had multiple containers for this. And so they're all going to go, that's pretty obvious. That one does not quite click in. There we go. That one clicks in. And then we're going to put these across like this. How much time have I got? Yeah, that's what I was saying. About the same complexity. It just feels like it because it's got the thing with the motors going across each way, and you know how it goes. Alright, you may not know. You may never have actually built that, which is sad. And you may never do. It's actually... I haven't actually seen the new Mindstorms being sold at the moment, which I'm guessing is that they ran out of stock and they're taking forever to restock. But that's a bit sad. So now what? I have to take the long one here, and I think you just have to, this is confusing. So that one goes there, this one goes through, and we need a half, whatchamacallit, this thing. These do have names. A half nut? I don't know, a half nut, probably. And so I'm holding it like that. and then I've got to go there. But I suppose, like with the powered up stuff, I'm pretty sure they've already got like clones, controllers and stuff. So you could plug that into your. Hold on, I know where we're going with this. You could plug your actual original real Lego into the clone controllers. Like, you know, they're still making these things, so you can plug your real Lego into this, and it should work. I will do an experiment on that. I will actually go through at some point and play around with a variety of fake Leto Technic. Is there a correct way around to turn this? Motors and things, which I've been planning to do for ages, because I bought like one single motor a long time ago, and I was going to compare it with an actual one. But I didn't, which is always a bit of a shame. So we've got to get these wires the correct way around. So that wire goes not like that. So that wire goes up in the air. This wire has to go up in the air. And then we just sort of go from there. I feel like... No, there is no correct way. Okay. Gosh. This is going to be the hardest part of this whole thing. Alright, that one goes there. I do feel like I've done a mistake. Oh no, there's only meant to be one. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Like, it just feels like you could have had another black pin in there, and then it would have been even more secure, but I'm not going to go doing that. So we've done it. We've done up to page 7, and it feels like we've done the most complicated part of this. So, but then there's still a huge box of bits and pieces. So I guess this is taking longer than it looks. It feels like there are 2 pages here, but there are not. 7, 8. Okay. So let's move a little bit faster. So we need this with the 2, 3 holes, and we need to go 1, 2. I feel like I could be doing 2 of these at the same time, because I'm guessing it's going to be highly predictable. So this one has to go this way, apparently, and that one goes there, and then I'm going to push that one. That's not how I think it's supposed to. Oh, it's a very confusing picture. Like, it really is. Okay, I think it goes through, but then it's supposed to stick out. Oh, no, it's not. It's not going to. No, I feel like it has to go that way. And then, oh no, it looks like, no. What am I doing here? This is super hard to do when it's upside down. Like, it really is. Okay, so I'm holding it like this, and then it's going to end up sticking out through the top. Like, gosh, it's hard to do that. Alright, so that's kind of what the picture looks like. So we're fine. And then we're going to need an 11, which I'm pretty sure is that one. And we're going to need this one. But this is an 8. This is a 6. This is not long enough. Are there more of them? Are they in here? I think they are. Yes. This is where the long ones went. Okay. So the long one is going to go, so that's going to go through that hole, that's going to go through there, and then that one's going to go through there. Alright, so we've got that. Oh, they do have a picture with a thing on it. Well, that's nice of them, isn't it? So that's I know that's a 4, I don't even have to look that up. Alright. Oh, this picture is complex. This is definitely much harder than it should be upside down. Like, they really aren't making these, they really haven't designed this to cater to the people who like to do things upside down. They're not knowing their market. To be honest, I'm having trouble finding this piece. So here's my collection of pieces. And none of them. Oh, I think this is it. This is the piece that I'm after. This one here. And that's going to go through. No, it's not. Nope, it's not. Alright, right. Okay, we have it. So that goes through there. And then it goes onto here. So this part here has been super disappointing because it's taking way longer than I thought it would, which is making me super sad. And that one goes there, and then a standard nut goes over the top. Right, and now we're going to. I was kind of hoping to get this done in 2 videos. Is this likely that I can get this done in 2 videos? I'm not too sure. I've done something wrong. No, I haven't. Okay. This piece is going to go on the side like that. Then it's going to go there like that. And then my number 4 piece, which is not that one, which is this one, is going to go through the middle. And it's going to go on the other side, and it's just going to hold it all in place. And that's all there is to it. And then, okay, that bit's going there. That kind of doesn't make any sense so far. And this bit is going down here. So you can kind of see it looks a bit rougher. I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see in the light there. It does look a lot rougher. Looks almost like it's being 3D printed in an old school 3D printer. So the place I got this from was like from a warehouse sale for a company, and they had like when I first went there, they had like, I don't know, 6 of these or something at a reasonably good price, especially when you consider how much it costs to buy a fake motor and thing set. But I bought 2 of them, and then I thought, well, I'll go back the next day and buy the rest of them. And then I went back the next day and they weren't there. But the other thing is they had lots of other interesting bits and pieces, including a 3D printer, a resin-based 3D printer. That looked fine, looked fun, but I decided not to buy that. And then I went back the next day, and it was still there, lots of them, and I decided not to buy them that day. But then I thought about it, I thought maybe I should buy them. And then I went back, and then the next day they'd actually run out of stock, and that everything had been sold. So I didn't get those. So I probably should have bought a whole lot more than I did, but then maybe I shouldn't have bought a whole lot more than I did. So where's the cable supposed to go? It's not supposed to. Okay, the cable is meant to go like that. Okay, we've done that. We've done that. You can kind of see what's going to be the next step here. It's going to be precisely what we just did. But now we have learnt so much more in the meantime that we can speed through this, I hope. I certainly think I've learnt that this step goes like that. Actually, to be honest, it's much more easy to understand on that picture than it was on the original, and I don't in the other one over here. Even though it looks exactly the same. I think it's because the notch is in the wrong place. Oh, you can't see it there, don't worry. It just makes more sense in that picture. You just have to trust me. You can zoom in and you can go zoom in enhance or something in your fancy futuristic technologies. Speaking of fancy futuristic technologies, I did see some videos today about... Now these are all the same. These don't look like they're long enough. It has to be an 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 5. This is a 9. I thought it was a 9. Hold on. Here's my 11. Yeah, so I saw today people talking about on various forums another advancement in the AI image generation world, where you can give it, you know, specific input of like actual people and stuff and actual things, and then you can refine your image generation around that, and it's remarkably impressive. So you can never quite tell with these things because they're always cherry picked, and so maybe it's not as impressive as you might think. But it feels well, I'd be quite worried about this. Like, I feel like we're getting to the point that a lot of people are going to start looking at their jobs going, what's the point? You can get a computer to do pretty much that without, you know, without me doing it, the human person doing it. So yeah, like, it's obviously not quite there, and I'm sure at the moment, but it feels like 5 years from now, you will literally be able to, if you have any standard artistic endeavor or design endeavor, or even some basic literature or even some basic programming, you will just be able to ask the computer to do it. And they'll do a very good job of it. And it's like, well, this is a bit of a strange new world, isn't it? It kind of feels like, because I actually used to do a little bit of machine learning stuff for my master's degree. So I'm not completely unfamiliar with these things. But like, I think we've all been very obsessed with the idea of machines becoming intelligent, and I feel like that's never really that useful. It hasn't been the best thing to be focusing on. Hold on, this is actually lined up properly. It's a strange thing. Yeah, and that really, the big threat is computers are just going to be good at some things that we didn't really think they were going to be very good at, unexpectedly, without actually being intelligent. And I think this is the interesting thing. Like, not intelligent, they're not sentient, and that you sort of have to reflect on things when it's like that. Like, I feel like, you know, we had like that recent thing with the Google engineer going on about how they thought that their AI that they were testing was sentient, and that was actually kind of rubbish because they were cherry picking everything, and it was over several days, and it was pretty obvious that the computer was lying. And that was the thing, is like, it was very good at writing text for what you would expect an intelligent machine to say, or is getting better at it, but it's not intelligent, or not sentient, and it feels like, so you know, if you think, oh no, machines aren't going to be anywhere near smart enough to take over human jobs, they don't actually have to be. That's the scary thing. Right, so we've done this. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I was just a bit shocked by the effectiveness of this. I'm not shocked because I'm kind of expecting this, but it feels like really are on the cusp of complete change, when a lot of people's jobs are just going to be so easily replaced by a machine. It's a bit scary. Right. Okay, so this goes on here. We're gonna we've got 4 minutes left. I just luckily checked the clock and didn't forget to check the clock. I'm not actually sure where this is going into. It's going into here, I think. So it's going into this hole, and we're going to put, this is a bit strange. Well, I mean, this is how they're supposed to be used, aren't they? These rounded cogs. You're meant to put them at right angles together. They're meant to like do 2 jobs in one, as opposed to the old sharper ones. And then that just goes there. You can't actually push it all the way across. So that's going to turn. I don't know if I should loosen it up a bit. That's fine. Alright, so we've done that, and I chose number 4, which is good, because I wasn't paying attention. And then we're going to go here, and then we're going to do, shockingly, the same thing on the other side. Yeah, didn't think that was going to happen. And I always think because I spend my time making a toolkit for people to do coding with. But I don't know. I always feel like, well, machines are going to be doing the coding for you in the not too far future. So am I going to be replaced? Probably. With my life's work not going to amount to much? Probably. Alright, so now we're going to be chucking. We're going to actually pay attention. We've got 2 minutes left. So can I do these 2 steps? I think that's what I should focus on. Focus on these remaining 2 steps. That one goes there. That one goes there. That I assume goes like that. And then that one goes there. And that one goes there. And where did I actually put? I just had it. So that's that bag. There it is. Sorry, I have to make funny sounds because these are really hard to open bags. I don't know what this is actually for. It just sort of fell off. Right. And then we're going to stick that there. It's got the channel selector and everything. It's just no actual... it's just all Wi-Fi. Well, it's not Wi-Fi. I should stop calling it Wi-Fi. So we do get a chance to stick this on. We have to put a black one there. And so I do have to make sure I've kind of got this correct. Like it's not... It is... So these things are giving it away. This is the front that I'm putting this onto. And then that just... This is when I realize that I've kind of done it wrong. But I haven't. I haven't done it wrong. 55 seconds left. Alright, so one of them can come around. And... Oh, like... okay, the front one... Okay, the back one is number 1. So it just goes through to there. I think we're out of time. This is very strange, isn't it? Like, oh no, it does go that way. That one goes there. That one goes... That's fine. It's not going to be neat. That's it. We're done. 21 seconds left. We can't do any more. Thanks for watching. I don't have any batteries for this today, so I can't show it working. But this does have batteries. See you next time, and we'll finish this off, and it should be quite fun to see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Bye.